when we have that. PKD Nambiar is with us, Nilanjan Sarkar, Nalini Singh, Neeta Chakrabarti. Let's get the first thing. The BJP went wrong, and the Prime Minister made a very, very aggressive sort of intervention, leading this campaign in many ways. Maybe he contained the damage. Maybe it would have been even worse for the BJP had he not stepped in. But the Congress, of course, is pouncing on this win by saying the Prime Minister has lost. Those were the exact words of Jairam Ramesh. PKD Nambiar.
Well, I would say that BJP went on a little overconfident, and which generally is the body language of the party. Generally, even if you really look at it, any election, because that's the way they use all their man and mission and the people and the leaders to the fullest. But there are times you need to understand that there is a background of an election. In fact, I have been telling, even despite that I support the present regime, that there is something which was really lacking in the government from the last 1 year. There has been a message which has clearly been able to come across in that it's a corrupt government. The government do not have a strong leader or a face which is something like a Shivraj Singh Chauhan or some or a Yogi Adityanath. That kind of a leader was also missing after the Yediyurappa. Of course, it was a combination of multiple things, along with definitely the DK Shivkumar and the Congress, the Siddaramaiah was trying to come together and doing it. And the most important thing is that Rahul Gandhi, the Congress have been able to keep the Rahul Gandhi a little far away from the election campaign. So that also may have helped.
Not in giving credit. Not in giving credit.
So that also may have helped Congress to sustain. But I think this election has not just the Congress won. Congress minority appeasement has really won. I wanted to tell you the special.
No, why would you say that? Why would you say that?
I would say that if you really look at from the last 2 years of the episodes which were happening in the Karnataka, whether it is in the coastal Karnataka or in the Hyderabad Karnataka, and many of these places, including Hubli, there were tensions which related to whether it was a hijab, whether it was Asan, and many of those issues. And to an extent that the Mallikarjun Kharge, he himself has even accepted the SDPI support. So, and saying to that extent that PFI may be a terrorist outfit, but SDPI's vote is, we are actually okay. So in that word, that there is a large amount of minority appeasement and or a minority vote had completely shifted. If you really look at the map, in maybe Sharan will be able to explain you that it has shifted in a way like as a block. It's actually has shifted in a way to the BJP, whereas BJP retained its own vote share. And most importantly, yes, Nalini was talking about that why this religion has brought in and etc. BJP this time around has not brought any religion in this Karnataka election. It was all brought by the Congress, whether it is a Bajrang Dal or whether it was in the case of Muslim additional quota, etc. This was not read, but then yes, it happened. But one thing is very clear that across the Karnataka, there was an anti-corruption mood, which was actually been somewhere. I feel that it was embedded in the minds of people. This government was corrupt, and overdose of anybody. I would say that it is a little bit of fatigue. That is also not right. But I must tell you, this has got a long-lasting effect, and I have no regret in saying this, that because it may not have any big impact on the national election, but in the Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, these elections will have an impact because it's going to be fighting between both the parties at the national level. Secondly, most importantly, Karnataka is a very, very progressive state. If the state, like such a big state, if the Congress gets, that means they will also have now more and more money and muscle. That will be able to fund the rest of the elections. So Congress will have a renewed life. May not be for the 2024, but for the definitely there is no doubt that it is for the
let me bring in reactions from Meeta. I told you because PKD has to leave. I want him to respond to the point he made, and this was a very important graphic to bring up in the context of what everybody has said. Mr. Nambiar.
See, well, I'll tell you that if a party gets a 130 seats, that means it has got vote from everybody, whether it is irrespective of any
point we're making.
All the social groups. But on top of it, if you really look at as Karthik was talking about, the BJP's vote percentage has not come down so drastically. So what is the additional extra vote or the percentage had gone to the Congress? That is where I am saying that as a bloc, the minorities have, because this kind of a threat which has been created in the minds of people. So there is a large amount of people, whether it is in the Coorg area or in many other areas, the minorities have voted as a bloc to the Congress, and that to an extent has helped them to reach this position. So I think a win is a win, and I think it's a very, very super win.
I think
And
Karthik,
I'm very, very.
Karthik wants to interject, and then I need to go to the others. Briefly, Karthik, and briefly, PKD. Please, I need to
No,
go to the others.
PKD is right that the Muslims have voted they have